Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. I feel like I'm floating, man. Like my actions aren't tethered to anything, you know? Other people seem to be walking on solid ground as they go through life, but I feel like I'm just like, it's like I'm in space, man. I'm trying to figure out which direction to go, but it all looks the same. It all looks pitch black, and I go somewhere and then I regret it and I turn back, but I don't even know which way is back because it all looks the same, and I don't know. I feel like there isn't a script to follow anymore. We've validly questioned all of the things that could be questioned. Now you can be who you want. And I feel like, well, we've known this for a long time. Freedom is terrifying. How can I trust myself to believe, think, or say the right things? All of what I think is true, you know, my decision-making soul, or whatever you want to call it, is built off of a very broken, limited life experience. Because of that, I try and seek guidance, but how can I trust myself to know who the right person to seek guidance from is? Everyone thinks they're right about everything. So who am I supposed to pick on all these sea of people so confident? You could have before just lived your life following what you were supposed to do, but now we've questioned what that supposed to do really means, you know? We've questioned religious, moral, social values, gender roles, stuff like that, right? And in the face of that, I feel like people in the younger generations have kind of gone two directions. That's obviously a gross overgeneralization, but that's what the internet's for, you know? Gross overgeneralizations. Young people around me I've seen either go deeply back into tradition and structure. I've met some people who have become deeply religious and super rigid in their thinking. Very strict ideas of what a man and a woman should be, and everybody's got to follow that. A man is strong, stoic, disciplined. They don't whine about their feelings and their existential crises in front of a YouTube camera. A woman is nurturing, has to stay at home, provide for the kids. They follow that rigidly. Maybe they follow a very rigid idea of what God looks like, of what good and bad is, what is good for society, whatever, right? And I get it, man. I really like structure too, but I can't really buy it. Sometimes, you know, some people think that I'm not allowed to have this pink AirPod case because it makes me less of a man or something. I can't really buy that. And I guess I can't really unsee what I've seen, you know, like I've got to meet some amazing female professors. I've got to read the works of brilliant women like Simone de Beauvoir. My girlfriend, I get to see how happy she is and fulfilled she is going out and getting a degree and intellectually challenging herself. I'm so glad that they all had that chance now. And Look, I like structure, but I don't think I can go back and say what women are or meant to be. I know there are averages, but I just can't buy it, man. The other camp I've seen in young people is a kind of embraceal of the deconstruction of values. They embrace the irony. They embrace the absurdity. They embrace the postmodern, post-structural, whatever words I can say that start with post that make me sound smart. If you were on the philosophy side of YouTube a couple years ago, if you slapped a picture of this guy, Sisyphus, pushing up a boulder and talked about Albert Camus' absurdism, you'd get 1 million views instantly. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Absurdism is a philosophy that talks about embracing the meaninglessness and absurdity of life's existence. Something about that resonated so much with young people, man. And I get why, because life feels pretty absurd sometimes. We have a unique privilege. I get to watch all the wars, all the pain, all the suffering, all the depression, whatever that comes from the things we do. It feels absurd. You read some of the American president's tweets right now. When I was 16, I was deeply in love with this girl who was abused by her family. The idea of somebody as a kid, innocent as she was, being abused by the people she was supposed to trust the most just broke me, man. And I promised myself for her that I would give every breath that I have trying to make the world a better place so that people like her don't have to go through that. I wanted to end the sadness and suffering of the world. And that's the kind of stupid promise you make when you're 16 years old. But I still try, in a sense, to live by that. I try and use every breath to make this world better, and it just breaks my heart that I don't know how to do that. I don't know where I'm supposed to be investing my time, energy, what I'm supposed to believe, think, whatever. to make this world better, no matter how desperate I am to. Are these words doing it? Am I doing anything?